Hi guys, it's Kirby. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, if you haven't guessed, we are refreshing the hair and we are going to be using Iroiro Purple. I have used this dye many times, this specific color, and you have seen it on my channel elsewhere, but I've never done like a dedicated video to just the Iroiro Purple. Now, I was going to do Iroiro Violet, but then I swatched it and it's blue. It's just straight up blue, and I wasn't anticipating that. I was thinking that it was like a blue-based purple, but as you can see, this is just blue. So I quickly changed my mind, and now we're going to be doing Iroiro Purple. This is more like, not red-based purple, but it is a much more vibrant, like actual royal purple, true purple shade. It fades out into a very nice bright like orchid purple in my opinion and in my experience. I am trying to work through my like hair color collection that I have, so that I'm trying to not purchase more while I still have some in my like personal stock. So again, I was gonna go like in a brighter orange situation for summer, but I don't feel like removing this magenta-y color, so we're just gonna go with a purple. I know it will go on top of this quite nicely. I might have a little bit of a hot root, but like, such is life. As you can see, I have already sectioned my hair off and bleached my roots. I bleached my roots last night or yesterday, and I showered it out. It's not the best bleach job I've ever done, but the Iroiro Purple is pretty dark, so like any dark spots that I do have in my like bleaching job, it will cover up. I'm more than confident to say that, again, having used this before. And I have an 8-ounce package. I have about like medium-ish, longish hair. 8 ounces should be enough. If it is not, then we will go in with the violet on the ends. We're gonna cover up all of the roots first, and then we'll pull it through. Again, 8 ounces should be enough, but I always like to do all of my roots first and then pull it through, again, just on the off chance that I don't have enough dye, because then I can either cut off the ends or do a different color on the ends to do like, you know, to cover up the mistake of not having enough dye. So we're just going to flop the dye in a bowl. This is what it looks like in the bowl. As you can see, it is very bright. Don't be intimidated by that. I'm only going to show you the process in the front of my hair because it is hard to film the back. So I'm only going to show you in the front two sections. All I'm doing is painting all around the quarter section and then going into little like 1/8 inch sections within the quarter section and painting it on. Again, we're covering up all of the root first, and then we'll go back in after all of my roots are covered, and we will pull it through the like mid shaft to ends. You're really just wanting to make sure that you take like really thin sections, especially with like a darker color, because if you miss a spot, you'll be able to notice. But with like these creamy conditioner colors, it's really hard for like the color to penetrate really thick sections. So all I'm doing is making sure that like everything is really coated and saturated really well. Also, I've never really had a problem with Iroiro staining too bad. Sometimes on my ear it gets really bad, and on my scalp there is a little bit of residue left over after I rinse it out, but usually after 1 or 2 washes that kind of wears away. I've never had it like so bad on my like face or skin or anything like that. If you are worried about that, then you can do Vaseline around your hairline and on your ears and things like that. Again, I'm not bothered by that, but if you are or you're nervous about it staining, use Vaseline, again, around your hairline, on your ears, and that should help to prevent terrible staining. Alright, I'm going to do the back and then we'll be back to finish the front. Now with all of the roots covered, we're going to move on to the ends, and what you're going to want to have is a comb so that you can kind of brush the color through to make sure everything, again, is just super saturated and covered. When I'm doing the ends, I do often take larger chunks than whenever I'm doing the roots, only because it's a little easier to coat the ends versus when you're doing the roots. Also, initially I am just lightly coating my ends because I want to make sure I have enough color. If I have any left over, then I will go back and like fully saturate and really work in the color. But my hair is a lot, like, it's sucking up the color a lot more than it usually is. So again, just want to make sure that I have enough color. I'm gonna do the back and then we'll come back for like the end of this. Okay. Hair is done, fully saturated. I had more than enough for the 8 ounces to do my roots, the ends, and then go back in with like really big globs and like really rub it into my hair. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put a shower cap on just so that dye doesn't get everywhere all over my house. Sometimes I be running into things. I'm going to clean up my like desk area and a little bit on my skin. I'll use a micellar water or like an alcohol pad or something like that just to kind of like really clean it up while I'm sitting. I will sit underneath my portable hood dryer for 30-ish minutes, 25-30 minutes. I really just think that that heat really like sets the color in and makes it last a little longer. I've used no heat and heat. I prefer sitting under my hood dryer. I think it makes the color, again, so much more vibrant, so much more it lasts so much more longer, and it just really makes the like hair open up so the color can penetrate it a little bit better. I've used the purple before, and things that I will note before we even get to the results, because like I kind of already know what to assume. The Iroiro purple is going to initially be extremely dark, like very dark. After you wash it so many times, it does lighten up into a nice bright purple, but whenever you first put the purple on, it is extremely dark, so be aware of that. If you're wanting a very bright purple right off the bat, maybe you want to mix it with some like conditioner or their pastelizer, you know, which is basically just conditioner, to lighten it up a little bit if you're looking for a bright purple right off of the bat. I do know that the purple in the Iroiro wears very well. Like when you wash it out, it looks very nice, it fades very nice. It's just when it first starts off, it's really dark. Also, the Iroiro purple is really great to put over like unbleached browns, light browns to dark browns. It looks beautiful. The dark Iroiro purple on like a dark brown isn't going to show up all that well under like not iridescent light, but under like incandescent lights like light bulbs and indoor housing. It's probably not going to show up like purple indoors, but when that sun hits it, boom, it's gonna be like purple. It's gonna give that like purple undertone. On light brown hair, it is going to show up like purple. It's going to kind of make your hair look like dark brown with like hues of purple in it. I've used this on some of my friends. My one friend I recommended it to, she has extremely dark brown hair, like almost black. It looked so gorgeous. It made her hair look like this rich black brown, but then when the sun hit it, it was like hues of purple. It was gorgeous. And then I used this on my other friend who had like this light brown, almost orangey red hair color, and it looked so nice too. It made it look like she had like this rich dark brown hair, and then again just those like rich purple hues coming through in the sunlight. So anyways, that's what I already know about the purple because I've used it so often. Like, this is my signature color, if you will, my natural color. We're going back to my natural color. So yeah, those are just some things to be aware of if like you're looking to use the purple. Note that it starts off very, very dark. So I'm expecting this to be very, very dark whenever we wash it out. So yeah, I'm going to sit on my hood dryer, wash it out, style it a little bit, and then we will be back for the final results. Alright guys, here is the final hair color. This is the Iroiro purple. This is the Iroiro purple. I'm always so surprised at how like blue purple this is initially because it does fade out into such like a bright warm purple, and also because like the violet that they have is blue. You know, like I feel like violet and purple, the purple is usually like the warm red based purple and the violet is usually like a blue based purple, but it's still purple. Their violet is like blue and their purple is a blue based purple, but then it fades really, really warm. So a lot of these like darker bluer undertones will fade out to like a very warm purple, whereas this is like a very royal dark purple. I do have a little bit of like staining along my scalp and my part, but that doesn't bother me. I didn't use any shampoo to rinse my hair out. If I would have used shampoo and like really scrubbed my scalp, that wouldn't have been as big of a problem. I did use some VO5 co-wash. It's new, and I just did that really to kind of like get that residue-y feeling out of my hair. Sometimes when I rinse out these like conditioner colors, they don't fully feel like they rinse out. So I used a little bit of co-wash, like a low lather wash on my hair, and I am growing out my bangs, so we have this little emo moment. But yeah, and then I tried to do something fun with my makeup, and like my under eyes are not reacting well to the concealer that I have. I think I just need to go out and get new concealer because my under eyes have not been liking any of my concealers. I'm looking like, in my monitor, it looks like I'm a ghost because I look so pale with this dark hair now. And I promise I did put bronzer on, but you probably can't tell. But yeah, here is the Iroiro purple. I think it definitely has enough pigment that it covered up that like magenta berry color really, really well. And I didn't even really get a hot root. I was really nervous that I was gonna get this like really hot root of like bright purple, and then down here was going to be a different situation, but as you can see, it's pretty even throughout, which is really, really nice. So yeah, that is Iroiro purple. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give it a big old thumbs up. I will link the Iroiro purple down below in the description box, but you can get it at Sally's. I usually wait until the Iroiro site has a sale, and then I just stock up then. But you can buy it directly from their site. You can buy it on Sally's. I don't know if any other places sell it. But I will link that down in the description box. Have you tried Iroiro purple? Have you tried other purples? What's your favorite purple or your favorite brand out there? Let me know. What color do you want to see next? Hopefully I can go through my collection a little bit quicker than I have been so that we can hop onto some new colors, and or maybe a creative spark will come and I will do like a multicolor look again. The one color look is just so much easier than the multicolor looks. But anyways, let's start a conversation down in the comment section below. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.